Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. It's nighttime story time with Miss Gloria and our lifestyle today. Okay, so it's October the 19th. It is going on the end of October. What a beautiful month we've had. It's the first time I've been up here in the north in many years, and over a decade, and it's feeling quite brisk. And the weather's bringing about, it's bringing about a lot of memories of when I used to live in my hometown, New York. And I'm a whole different person now. I'm a whole different person from back then. And I'm a widow now. All of my children are grown. And I got one more left that I'm actually raising. She's 13. And she's a pleasure. I thank God for her every single day. And many people my age would not be wanting to raise a 13-year-old in 2024, but it is an absolutely amazingly unique experience. It's like I get to see the world through her eyes, which is quite different from how I see the world after being here so many decades. I'm an older lady, old enough to know better. And that's pretty much what I want to talk about tonight. In 3 years I would have been a senior, a widow for 7 years. And it's really starting to hit me now. After Jimmy passed away, I thought that I wanted to get married again. About a year or so later, 2 years, I didn't know. I wasn't ready. I totally was not ready emotionally. I thought I was, but when I tried to do it, I backed out a week before the wedding. I had my reasons. They were very good reasons. First of all, the guy I was getting ready to marry was already married. He didn't tell me up to the last minute, so I got duped. That was embarrassing. Gotta be careful out there, ladies. Gotta know what questions to ask. Actually, do a background check on these people. Which I decided I'm definitely going to do if I try to do that again. But it's not like somebody I just met out the street. I knew this man before I knew Jimmy. So I knew this man over 20 years, and he didn't bother to get divorced from his wife after he had been married to her for over 30 years. It was a big mess. So anyway, I eventually left North Carolina and moved to Georgia, and I was here for 3 years and about 9 months. And so then what I did after that was move to where I am right now. And let's see, where am I? Like I said, up north, where I am learning to be Gloria again. But a different Gloria, a better Gloria. So, single for almost 7 years. I've never been single this long as an adult. Never. When I turned 18, I got married. Man, I was married for about 24 years. Yeah. Then after that, I was single for about a year, or a little bit more than a year. And then after that, I got married again. I was married for about 14 years because Jimmy passed away. The first time I divorced the husband that I had my first family with, and then married Jimmy. He passed away suddenly from an illness. It was real sudden. was tragic. It was horrific. It was an illness. It wasn't it wasn't a trucking accident. Even though we were truck drivers, it was leukemia / an aneurysm. So 7 years, and I say to myself, I don't think I want to. I don't mind like living alone. I'm enjoying being single. I have my freedom. I'm not going through any emotional up and downs trying to date. It's just such a positive experience being involved with myself and my life and with my 13-year-old. And so I get to the point where there are times when I would like to have a partner in life. Those times are like when I come home from an event, I want to talk about what happened. I want to share. There's times when I want to laugh about something, incident. I want to share some humor. It would be nice to share a meal, I'm not sure I want to share anything else. So it's important when you, in a circumstance like this to think about, to think seriously about how far you want to go with this sharing. Do I want to share emotionally? Because you got to be vulnerable. You got to let yourself be vulnerable in order to feel so that, they can be vulnerable and be authentic in this sharing thing. So I've been doing some thinking because I'm not at the point where I'm like in my 40s where I'll just be emotional about it. And also I saw how as Jimmy was passing away and as I was with him, when it's my time to go, I don't want to be in that hospital by myself with nobody to hold my hand or talk to me or pray with me or sing to me like I did with Jimmy. I would like somebody to be there with me, someone authentic that really cares about me and love me as I make that trip, to the next plane. That's very important as I grow older and I think about that. But that needs to be a very special individual. That don't need to just be anybody. That needs to be it. Because, see, I'm a special person. I'm loving, I'm kind. I'm extremely authentic. I'm like a fine wine. I have turned my best as time has gone past. I have forgiven people, and people have forgiven me. I don't intentionally hurt anyone in any way at all. I'm kind of like the best person that I have ever been in my entire life, and that's the exact that's the exact type of person I want, and I'm not going to accept anything less. And not looking for anybody perfect, because I remember it was interesting. Someone told me, a really older minister, he said, I'm a missionary, by the way, so he said, missionary, you can't be looking for nobody to be perfect. And I always remember he said that. But, and I agree with him. However, I'm not wanting that to be an excuse to say, oh, well, he's not perfect. He does this, he does that, and I do this and I do that. So I'm not perfect either. No, I'm not at that place in my life. That was back in my 30s and 40s. Right now I'm at the point where I'm the best person I can be, and I expect that person to be the best person they can be. And they can make human mistakes, but not careless, and mistakes that are careless to my emotions, to my personality, careless to my way of living my life and our life. Because Summer is going to be involved too, my little 13-year-old. This is not a time to be playing at the end of the day. I'm at the end of the game now. I got more days behind me than in front of me. So no time for excuses and midlife crisis and putting yourself in circumstances that you know you're not supposed to be in that are going to have consequences that are either detrimental or terrible to the people that you're involved with, your wife, your children, your little child that you're going, the man come into my life and he makes silly errors and all that craziness. Those days are past. So those are my criteria. So, and they're not so high. They are what they are. If I'm an awesome, amazing, and authentic and, fantastic person to be with, that's exactly what I'm looking for, or if not better, So anyway, that's where I am. And if I can't get that, then I want absolutely nothing at all, because I have amazing hobbies. I have a beautiful way of life. I love what I'm doing. I love where I'm living. I have an amazing dog, 2 brilliant cats. I know it sounds funny, but those animals are like the little icing on the cake of my life, And everything else, and I have a way of making a living, very comfortable. I'm not going to take advantage of anyone, and I do not expect anyone to take advantage of me. And my eyes are wide open as I pray. My prayer eyes are open, and my regular eyes are open. So I will not be taken advantage of or conned or scammed or, like what happened to my dear daughter. 12 years of being conned by that terrible man. So anyway, that's another video that I already made, but still needs a part 2. Because what happened to my daughter was absolutely outrageous. Unnecessary. So you guys, tell me what you think. And thank you for spending this nighttime with me. I haven't done a nighttime story time in at least a week, and that's when my best thoughts come out, really. My most purest thoughts. And now my puppy is making really puppy sounds, so I'm going to head off. You have a good night, everybody. Thanks for spending nighttime story time with Miss Gloria on Our Lifestyle. Today, October the 19th, at about 2:45 a.m. in the morning. Good night / good morning, guys.